sport. Let me be bored to death in melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to see the niggardly, rascally sheep-biter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man.
We will fool him, black and blue, were we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not, 'tis the pity of our lives.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my medal of India?
Malvolio is coming yonder, down this walk. He has been in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him, for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close, in the name of jesting! Lie thou there. For here comes the trouts that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune, all whose fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I've heard herself come thus near that should she fancy it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think of?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Peace, contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. See how he jets under his advanced plumes.
Sly, I could so beat the rogue.
Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Rogue!
Pistol him, pistol him.
Peace, peace.
There is example for it. The lady of the Strachey married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Fight on him, Jezebel.
Peace, he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state,
Over, Stoneboarder, hit him in the eye!
calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Bolts and shackles!
And then to have the humor of state, and after demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would that they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Fire and brimstone!
7 of my people with an obedient star make out for him. I frown the while, and perchance wind up my watch or play with some rich jewel. Toby approaches, courtesies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
I extend my hand thus, saying, Cousin Toby, fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Peace, oh, we break the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warn you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew it was I. For many do call me fool. Oh!
What employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
My lady. This is my lady's head. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus she makes her great P's. It is, in contempt of question, her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's? Why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes, her very phrases. By your leave, wax, soft, and the impressure her Lucrece with which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady. To whom should this be? Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move. No man must know. No man must know. What follows? The number's altered. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio,
Marry handy, Brock!
I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife, with bloodless strokes my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my
A
life.
fustian riddle. Excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. But first, let me see.
Oh, what a dish of poison has she dressed him!
I may command where I adore. Why should I make a man me? I serve her. She is my lady. This is evident to any formal capacity. There is no obstruction in this. And the end, what does that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me. Softly. M-O-A-I.
Oh, I make up daddies now in a cold sense.
M. Malvolio. M. Why, that begins my name.
Did I not say he would work it out? The cur is excellent of faults.
But then there is no consonance in the sequel. That suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
Aye, or I'll cudgel him and make him cry, oh!
And then I comes behind.
Aye, and you had any eye behind, you may see more detractions at your heels than fortunes before you.
M-O-A-I. This simulation is not as the former. And yet, to crush this a little, it would bow to me if every one of these letters are in my name. So, here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above them. But be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands. Let thy blood and spirit embrace them, and to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slough, and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang with arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commanded thy yellow stockings, and wish to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remember. Go to. Thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will be quite device the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me, but that every reason excites to this. My lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered, and in so doing she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars I am happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove, and my stars be praised. Oh, here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. So, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything thou wilt have me. Thank you.
I could marry this wench for this device.
So can I too.
And that's no other diary of it but such another jest.
Not I neither.
Here comes my noble gull catcher. You have put him into such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he will sure run mad.
Nay, but say true, does it work upon him?
Like aquavitae with a midwife.
Then, if you will see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me!
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit!
I'll make one too.